Have you failed the CFA exam and are you now re-giving it or planning to re-give it? First of all, kudos to you, because I know the amount of efforts it takes in general to give this exam. It takes a toll on you physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. And imagine having to redo it one more time or how many ever numbers of times. I understand that it's not the easiest decision, but just the fact that you've decided or are planning to go for it again and are standing here fighting already makes you a winner in the game of life. And today I thought, why not share with you a few tips slash strategies that you can use in your re-attempt. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I'm gonna share with you a few tips slash strategic points that you can inculcate in your re-attempt for your CFA exam. This could be for CFA level 1, level 2 or level 3 as well. Okay, so first of all, understand one thing. When you're giving this exam again, you have one very big plus point and one negative point as well. Let me start with the plus point. The plus point is that this time you are not amateur about what to expect, right? You already have a certain level of experience. Basically, you are not just starting out, you are starting out with experience, while everybody else is still trying to figure what is it, what to expect on that day, what exactly is the type of exam, the level of difficulty, etc., etc. You have already seen it. You know what is gonna come, what kind of difficulty is gonna come, the situation to expect, etc. So basically you are the more experienced professional here, I would like to say that. So take that as a plus point. The negative point, however, is you are not just dealing with the hard part of the exam, that is syllabus complete karna, this, that, whatever. You are also dealing with a lot of mental insecurities, a little bit more, I would say, because let's just put it out this way, okay? Everybody is averse to failing. Nobody wants to fail. That's common sense, right? Whenever you get into something, a race, a game, an exam, you obviously want to pass, you want to succeed, you want to come first, whatever it is. किसी को fail नहीं होना होता. But somebody who has already failed in the past or who has not succeeded in the past and who knows exactly how it feels to fail, who knows that pain, that moment, that numbness, that lack of emotion, anything that you felt that day, they are 10 times more averse to failing. Because while everybody is just not wanting to fail, you obviously don't want to fail, plus you do not want to feel like what you felt on that particular moment. You are running away from that particular feeling, and that can be a slightly negative point because that's an additional burden on you, right? And honestly, I always say this to people who are giving the re-attempt, that is your biggest pain point, fighting that emotional burden. एक बार वो tackle हो गया ना, half of the game is already won. So just try to focus on that. Try to remind yourself of what I told you on the start of this video, the teaser bit of it, right? That you are a winner in the game of life. And it is a fact, professional exams are like that. Sometimes you pass, sometimes you don't pass. It is the reality of life. And let me go ahead and tell you one more thing. You passing the exam would have made you happy 100%. You would have been proud of yourself, but that passing wouldn't have led to be the only point that would make your life the most lavish, the most successful life. No, it would have just been a part of your life. Similarly, the failing may have stung a little longer because we as humans tend to hold on to pain a little bit longer than we hold on to joys. But at the same time, this failure is not going to lead to your life getting over. It is just a part of your life, just as the passing would have been. Try to keep this point in mind and try to use this particular point till the last day of your exam. Along with that, one thing that I tell all my clients who are giving re-attempts is that one day at a time, one step at a time. While you know where you have to reach, stop trying to see the entire staircase and panicking. First, take that step. Just take that step, आगे देखा जाएगा जो होगा. Try this method. Now coming to the points that you should focus on. Number 1, know what went wrong in the past. Was it a strategic mistake? Was it that maybe you estimated yourself, that you have a lot of time and you started very late, you personally did not finish the syllabus, or you just rushed it up? Or was it that you were maybe working and trying to do this or do it with 2 or 3 other tasks and you couldn't multitask? Whatever the reason could be, first analyze it and start working on it, right? First rectify that mistake. Do not try to solve something new by repeating the same mistake, because वो eventually same pattern पे follow करेगा. So understand what went wrong. Maybe for some people, they do not take classes initially, but actually they are in need of it. It could be anything, but try to understand what went wrong for you and rectify it from the very start. That will be very, very helpful. Number 2, do not start very late. Don't think that, oh, this is my second attempt or number 3, number 4 attempt, whatever, and start late, because that's a very big mistake that you can do. Even though you feel like, I know the syllabus already, I've done everything, I just need to revise it, maybe whatever it is, you still need enough time, because in the CFA exam or any professional exam, out of sight becomes out of mind. Even that 1.5-2 months between your exam to your result, when you don't see the syllabus, chances are you have forgotten quite a few things and will need enough time to study again. Having said that, do not overburden yourself. Many people in panic or in fear that, oh, this is my next attempt or third attempt, overdo it. That also is not good, because that usually leads to fear, panic, and again, anything that is not keeping your mind balanced usually leads to not a very good result. So do not also do that. Next point is, analyze the score that you got the last time and start with the hard. Always tackle the hard first. The subject that you scored the lowest amount, it could be luck, it could be genuinely your weakest subject, always go with that. Why? Even if it is luck based, suppose you actually feel like you're good at that subject and still you feel like isme kyun mujhe low aaya, I would still say do that subject first. Is because there is already a negative association with that subject कि last time मेरा clear नहीं हुआ because of this subject, and that negative association can really in actual reality pull that subject down. So it is important that you tackle that first, start with it first, and keep practicing it constantly so that you do not lose retention of that particular point. Next is, try to write and explain concepts to yourself if you have time, especially if you've not made notes in your previous attempt. This could be a very big red flag. Or if you do not have access to your own self-written notes, then please make sure that you have it right now. Also make sure that you have a formula sheet intact no matter what the level is. Other than that, always understand, for the people who couldn't complete the syllabus or rush the syllabus, you obviously, your level of study has to be much higher because you have to do everything from scratch. For the rest, I would say, even if you follow cumulative revision, that is properly revise the subject, I usually recommend, even if it's a re-attempt, at least read the chapter once, either from the institute or the Schwezer, and then get to practicing. So basically read from Schwezer or institute plus your own notes and then get to practicing. Or even better, if you could attend a lecture, watch the videos if you go for classes, get that conceptual understanding and then get to practicing. While practicing questions, giving tests is a significant part, this is also your time where you need to significantly focus on conceptual clarity. So even though it's a re-attempt, I would say try to treat it as fresh as possible. Of course, you have an advantage. You'll have your notes written, you would have already understood the chapter, so maybe you can watch videos on 2x speed, or maybe you don't need to watch the video and simply read, but at least from reading the chapter and solving all blue box questions, wahan se to the steps should be intact. Okay, and in case you guys are wondering what is cumulative revision, comment cumulative revision and I will send you the link to the video that explains what is cumulative revision. Usually that is recommended in the last 1 month of the exam, but since it's a re-attempt, you can start it from the very beginning and it will be very beneficial because it helps in retention as well. So yes, these are my tips for giving a re-attempt. Other than that, like I always say, have some faith in yourself. Don't let that one failure affect your life to that extent, because life will move on whether or not you feel so about it right now. And once again, kudos to you. All the very best to all of you. I hope that eventually all your hard work does pay off. If you like this particular video, have any more questions or want to discuss anything more, then drop a comment and I'll be happy to help. And if you found this video valuable and liked it, then don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.